But if I get closer, I can see that the particles, they emitted from the large fat areas, and I want to have these areas very thin. And if I hide my particles, I can see that this mesh converted from PaintFX Toon is really thick, and I want to have it thin, and I can go to PaintFX Toon attributes and set the size of the line much smaller, and I can see now very nice small line. And if I go to the first frame and if I show my particles again, I can see that particles now they are emitted from exactly from these lines. And now I want to have nice, for example, animation for these particles to fly them away from the point of emitting. And there are some surprises, and I want to show these surprises and show the workaround to work around these surprises. And if we have the particles and end cloth at the same scene, and if we apply some fields to the particles, we can see some interesting surprises. For example, traditional way, I can select these particles, go to fields menu and apply, for example, air field. And now I can expect that my particles will fly away. But instead of it, I can see that my particles are on place, and the enclosed object just moved different way now, and I suspect that this air field influence not to my particles but to enclosed. And I can go to wireframe mode and see that these enclosed objects start to be pink, and it shows that there is an influence of the air field to the enclosed, Of course, this is also nice effects, but I want to make that I want to do. I want to apply air field only to the particles. So in that case, I can show you the workaround. I can delete this air field, and now I want to select nothing, just nothing, and create air field for nothing. Then I can go, for example, to the channel box and set up the attenuation 0 to make it stronger, and set up the direction Z to 1 to make the direction a little bit upper. And of course, now there is no effects, and now I can select the air field, then I can select the particles, and I can go to fields menu and use the affix selected object. And now I can see that the air field only influences the particles, not enclosed object. And the same way, I can select nothing, and I can create, for example, turbulence field, and I can set up attenuation to 0, and I can make frequency to 20 to make it to 20, and I can use the same trick, selecting the air field, selecting particles, and go to fields, affix selected object. Then I can see the particles, and they are influenced by air field and turbulence field, and this enclosed object is untouched by any fields. So now we have an animation very close to the original effects, and next time I'm going to talk about how to hide upper part of the model and how to emit the particles exactly from the place of intersection, and how to fine-tune final animation. Okay, thank you, bye bye.